magic words in their drawings all the time. I hope you use the 7 magic words in your practice sessions too every day, right? Well, let's take a look at Brian's drawing of the secret city. Now you see if you can spot some foreshortening that Brian used in this really neat secret city. Okay, now can you see some shading? Can you see size? Can you see some overlapping? Good drawing, Brian. Good job. Let's see the next drawing right here. Look at this neat idea. Now, Tim Flynn, club member, did this drawing. There's also some paper cutting and some collage used in this. Isn't that a neat idea for a secret city? I'm really cranking away on my secret city mural. Do you have a lot of additions on your secret city? Well, take a look at mine. Maybe you'll get some ideas. Today I'm adding a little security system to make sure that the tube, the underground transportation system, runs real smoothly and doesn't have any mechanical problems. So I'm having one of these hanging little formations coming down from on top of the planetscape. I'll draw the foreshortened circle. See, I penciled in this little jack-in-the-box idea, but it's not going to be quite a jack-in-the-box. It's going to be a security box with a camera. I'm drawing a large lens for the end of the camera that moves down into a smaller area, tapers down, you see. Foreshortening used again. Remember all these magic words: foreshortening, surface, size, contour, overlapping, shading, and density. All those 7 words are really important in your drawing. Now, I have the neck of the security guard, and then I'll draw the foreshortened square wrapping around the neck. Very slowly and carefully. And then watch this. See, I took my pencil and I sketched and I'll make it darker so I can see where I'm going. The bottom dot lower in the paper and the connecting rod going into the stalactite hanging down right here. Then the side slanting down. And there's jack-in-the-box, but I forgot the lid to pop open, so I'll add that. It'll be coming from this point right here, popping back this way, slanting open toward the stalactite. And then a connecting tube down here on the bottom. Almost like the water system over here in this area, isn't it? It's going to be connected with a tube similar to what you see over here with all these contour lines wrapping around, but I'll use contour lines down here on the tube. And then the ball around there. And now we're going to connect it and make a rod going inside the stalactite. I'll make this really interesting, hanging formation. Put a hole in it so that the tube can go right in inside that stalactite. And of course it bends up and it goes up into the Unibear Island. So the Unibear security people up there can make sure that the underground transportation is running real smooth. It's all on time. There's no delays. There we go. And how about a little bit of shading? Make another formation using overlapping off the top right here. A little more drooping stalactites from the top. Some can be really thin like this one, or really thick. Drooping is a really nice art word, isn't it? When you droop things down. Kind of like splash upside down.
Commander!
Hi, Zebtron, how are you?
I am fine, Commander. I am taking my buddy on a tour of the mural.
Who's your buddy? Who is that?
He is a puppet who is visiting us today in the secret city.
Who is that? What's his name?
Pardon, Commander?
Is that Desmond?
Yes, Commander, it is Desmond.
Hi, Desmond. I saw you earlier. How's the water up there?
It is a little bit cool, Commander, but it tickles our feet, and we like it.
Zebtron, be careful. There's a waterfall about 100 feet in front of you. Don't walk over that far.
Do not worry, Commander. We will be very careful.
Are you going to show Desmond the Unibear Island? I bet Desmond and the Unibears would get along real well. They're both real furry.
Would you like to see that? Desmond would like to see it, so I will show it to him.
Okay, see you later, Zebtron.
Bye-bye, Commander.
Zebtron always pops up in the funniest places on my mural. He comes into the pond, right in the middle of the pond, walking around. What a crazy character. I'm going to put some darkness up underneath. These stalactites are hanging nice and tight to the ceiling up here. And then the stalagmites are down on the ground because they might grow up to touch the stalactites. Nice and dark. And then time to shade the security box, the jack-in-the-box over here. I'm going to cross-hatch the lenses of the guard, the camera lenses, and then shade. Remember, on a sphere, it's nice and dark all around the bottom right here, and it gets lighter and lighter as it moves up. See, I made a really interesting expression, didn't I? Almost looked like a cartoon character instead of being a camera. Shading along here, I forgot those contour lines. Using contour, just like we did on the water pipes, we wrap these lines around to make the little security box person have a springy neck so they can jump back into the box when they're not needed. I'll decorate my box with cross-hatching. I'm cross-hatching this way. And then I'll take my dark pen, really dark here, nice and dark along the bottom. Dark along here on the left side, nice and dark. And then lighter and lighter. Same thing with the side of the mountain right here. I'm going to go ahead and scribble the shading on down here. Nice and dark all the way down the left side right there, like that. You know, when you're drawing people or faces like my Jack-in-the-Box character, now you can make them look sad or wise. It depends on how you create the character. Now take a look at what I mean. See, if you visit your local art museum or your school library or your local library, you get lots of ideas for your own drawings, just like my Secret City mural right here. Now, I'll continue adding some shading all the way down the left side of my stalactite that's hanging from the ceiling. I'm using the cross-hatching idea, and then I'll continue the cross-hatching along here. See, I switch directions. I go to the right, then I go to the left. I do little patches at a time to give it a really nice effect. All the way down. Leave this side a little bit lighter. Nice and dark up underneath here. A little bit lighter as it moves down like this, all the way around. Nice and light. All the way along here. It means it's time for me to finish my shading right along. Underneath here. Underneath here. And a little bit on this side too. I always start grinning when I start shading because cross-hatching really is fun. You can take it all the way across an object and add tone to it and add contrast, add value. There you go. Draw, draw, draw. Practice your drawing every day, about 20 or 30 minutes. Stay in a super positive attitude.